after the Mike Tyson era began to fade. The heavyweight boxing world entered a period of uncertainty. Then came an unexpected figure, Lennox Lewis. Tall, intelligent, and strategic. He wasn't just a fighter, he was an architect in the ring. With precise punches and devastating power, Lewis shook the world and proved that greatness hadn't ended, it had simply changed hands. In 1992, Lennox Lewis stepped into the ring against Donovan, Ruddock, a feared contender. Known for his brutal power and vicious left hook, many believed Lewis wasn't ready. Critics called him overrated and tested, too technical for the chaos of heavyweight war. But that night, Lewis silenced them all. With sharp jabs, perfect timing, and thunderous right hands, he dismantled Ruddock in just 2 rounds. It wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Lennox Lewis had arrived, and the world of boxing would never look the same. With that victory, boxing fans called Lewis more ruthless than Tyson, because Tyson needed 7 rounds to stop Ruddock, but Lewis did it in just 2. A brutal message to the world, a new king had arrived. May the 8th, 1993. Lennox Lewis steps into the ring with Tony TNT Tucker, a seasoned veteran, former world champion, and the only man to take Mike Tyson the full 12 rounds. Tucker was tall, skilled, and tough, a true test for Lewis. But from the opening bell, Lewis showed no hesitation. In round 1, he stunned the crowd by dropping Tucker with a sharp overhand right, the first knockdown of Tucker's entire career. It was a clear warning, Lewis had power, precision, and no fear. Tucker got back up, regrouped in round 2, and tried to use his experience to slow the pace, but Lewis kept coming, jabs, footwork, and constant pressure. Then in round 3, it happened again. A thunderous right hand from Lewis sent Tucker crashing to the canvas for the second time. 3 rounds in, and the message was clear. Lennox Lewis was on another level. By round 8, the war had settled into a rhythm, but Lewis remained in control. He picked Tucker apart with stiff jabs and well-timed rights. Tucker, bloodied but defiant, kept pushing forward, trying to turn the tide. But Lewis stayed calm, slipping punches and answering with sharp counters. The younger lion was outboxing the veteran, round by round. In round 9, Tucker showed flashes of the old warrior, digging deep, landing a few clean shots. But Lewis responded with calm precision, never losing control. By round 12, both men were exhausted, but Lewis finished strong, backing Tucker up with jabs and right hands. When the final bell rang, there was no doubt. The judge's decision was unanimous. Lennox Lewis had dominated, clear, commanding victory over a respected veteran. October the 1st, 1993. An all-British clash that electrified the heavyweight division, Lennox Lewis versus Frank Bruno. It was more than a title fight, it was a battle for national pride. Frank Bruno was no ordinary challenger. With a chiseled physique, crushing power, and years of big fight experience, Bruno was a fan favorite. He had gone toe-to-toe with Mike Tyson, and pushed top contenders to their limits. Many believed his strength and aggression could break Lewis. From the opening bell, Bruno came out strong, applying pressure, forcing Lewis onto the back foot. In round 2, he stunned Lewis with a right hand that shook the champion. The crowd erupted. Bruno was here to fight. But Lewis remained composed. By round 3, he began to find his rhythm, using his jab to slow Bruno's charge, and answering with quick, sharp counters. The tension was high, and both men were feeling the weight of history. Round 7, the turning point. After a back-and forth war, Lennox Lewis came out with renewed fire. He began targeting Bruno with deadly accuracy, snapping his head back with jabs and unloading powerful right hands. Bruno, who had looked strong in the early rounds, was now on the defensive, his legs unsteady, his guard slipping. Then came the barrage. Lewis pinned Bruno against the ropes and unleashed a flurry, uppercuts, hooks, straight rights. Bruno tried to clinch, to survive, but the referee had seen enough. The fight was stopped. TKO in round 7. Lennox Lewis had weathered the storm and proved he was Britain's undisputed king of the heavyweights. September the 24th, 1994. Lennox Lewis stood on the edge of superstardom, undefeated, powerful, calculated. He had his eyes set on the big names. Ruddock, Michael Moorer, the men who could define his legacy. But first, there was one obstacle in the way: Oliver McCall. McCall was awkward, unorthodox, and underrated, a former sparring partner of Mike Tyson, known for his iron chin and unpredictable style. But Lewis, like many, saw him as a stepping stone, just another tune-up. Just like Tyson once thought of Buster Douglas. The warning signs were there, but they were ignored. As the first round began, Lewis looked composed but casual, working behind his jab, circling, testing McCall's movement. McCall absorbed the punches without flinching, inching forward like a man with a hidden plan. There was tension in the air, not from what had happened but from what was coming. Lewis didn't know it yet, but history was already in motion. Round 2. Just seconds in, McCall exploded. A looping right hand out of nowhere crashed into Lewis' chin. The champion's legs buckled. He stumbled back, dazed. McCall followed, unleashing more shots. Lewis tried to recover, but the referee stepped in. Stunned silence. In just one punch, the unthinkable happened. Lennox Lewis was knocked out and the world stood shocked.